I am so encouraged by this story because I hear a lot of 20 somethings, 30 somethings, shoot, 40 somethings, looking at today's environment and just feeling like they can't do it. Right. It's too hard. It's impossible. I mean, you see it all the time on Twitter. Twitter's
Yeah.
full of doomers. I mean, just what do we do in today's society, or how do you help people that are just so focused on the doom that they can't get out of their own way?
I tell you what the problem is, what I think, and I've seen this in all sorts of industries. People want to do things that are sexy and nice and perfect and looking good. Even in business, like, would you say sell toilet seats if you can make millions of dollars, or would you do something really unsexy? I know the wealthiest people, they do really unsexy businesses,
Yeah,
or
good point.
selling like clothing for nurses. Like, it's not sexy business, but it makes millions. The same with the real estate. Not
Mm,
everything is beautiful and pink, and I agree, it's not possible in big cities. I looked in Miami now for 3 years.
hmm
I could not find, and I looked with so many realtors. I looked myself, I went. It's just impossible because the prices are so high that
hmm
even if you would do it and you buy, like, I cannot buy shitty house that's so bad that I would not walk into it in a neighborhood that I need to walk with 3 guns on me for $500,000. It's ridiculous. And then
hmm
even if I would renovate the house, then what's the upside? There is none. If people want to do this, they need to do what I did. I was in Dusseldorf, which is one of the most expensive cities in Germany. I ventured out to city next door that was broke by economy because it was based on coal industry. And as we know, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, Germany
Yep.
stopped all the coal industry because it's bad for the environment.
Yep.
So all these factories were closed. People lost jobs and the houses, nobody wanted to live there. So
Mm,
you had hundreds and thousands of those houses you could buy and renovate and create something, right? So the same
mm,
here. Like, there are a lot of people on Twitter that go outside. Like, they're
yeah.
great guys. They go to little cities, little villages, and they just, it's not Miami, it's not Manhattan, it's not Brooklyn, it's
Yeah.
not LA, but you make money. So you have to
Yeah.
pick and choose. There are
Yeah.
sometimes in life we have to compromise.
Yeah. It's funny you bring that up because that's exactly my story, right? Olivia and I tried to do it in the Bay Area, which is stupid expensive, no
Oh,
cash flow,
impossible. Yeah,
impossible. We got in
impossible.
our car and drove 2.5 hours south. Well, you know what? There's some cash flow now. And
Exactly.
yeah, we made that work for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
And the real estates are growing anyways. And if you
Yeah.
find, even like, better to find neighborhoods that are totally horrible. Like, I invested in a field, like cornfield or whatever,
Mm.
potato field in Slovakia, and I paid like 30,000 euros for that. And I waited because I knew all over around there is a huge construction of apartments and buildings.
Yeah.
And at some point, they wanted my field because it got approval to be built
Sure.
to commercial zone and living zone.
Yep.
So I sold it for like 600% more. And like, these are things you can do also. Like, these things,
Yeah.
Miami is growing as well. There are neighborhoods that are horrible, but it's a little bit risky.
Yeah.
But I think if you really do your research and you look, like in some parts of Bronx, for example, in New York, a lot of people
hmm
buying there, the prices will go up much more, because if they're
Yeah.
already high, they're going to just slowly grind or stop. But the
Yep.
prices in this neighborhood are going to start going up really fast. So I think it's a great idea for many
Yeah.
people.
So
But
I
again,
am,
people would have to want to do it. It's
yeah, they
it's a
got to
lot
do the
of
work.
work. I drove 50,000 miles a
Do the
year
work. Yeah.
in Germany to find these
Wow.
houses.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. I would be remiss if I didn't kind of tie our two conversations together. You are obviously very active in the stock market, which is a way to build
Mhm.
wealth and income. You obviously have a track record in real estate. Do you like one more than the other? Like, where's your passion? Or is one income one's wealth? I mean, what are we talking about?
At this point, I think it's the stock market, because I've done my 16 years with real estate. Again, like, I did amazing investment in Miami that is like insane. And I think I'm happy in that department of real estate when it comes to like diversification of my net worth.
Sure.
But I focus on the stock market because I think that's something I'm passionate about now, and I want to do this for next decade or two, and then probably
Yeah.
don't do anything. And it's fun for me, honestly. Even the real estate, it was a lot of work, and it was way
Yep.
more stressful for me. But again, stock market is very risky. I think real estates are much less riskier. Stock market is very risky, but once you find out how to do it and you can control your emotions, I think you can multiply your wealth tremendously. So it all depends on the personality. They're both excellent sources.
Yeah. Well, Leah, you're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. I love how you live out loud and you just put it out there. If somebody wanted to follow you and see what you're doing in the market, where do we send them?
Just Leah the Trader. I'm on
Simple.
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I try to do weekly videos and all sorts of fun stuff. So just that's simple.
Leah the Trader. Go check her out.
Yes.
Thanks, folks. Take care.
Thank you so much.